Horizon shows you a dive for a lifetime at 10:20, but right now Ahmed Al-Baksami brings you a special report on Gurgian at Camp Doha.
Hello, good evening and welcome. Usually during the nights of 13 and 14 and 15 of the holy month of Ramadan, Kuwait and all Islamic nations celebrate what's called Gurgian. Tonight we are here in Camp Doha. Our dear viewers, I would like to welcome you for this special report about Gurgian in Camp Doha. Camp Doha, in association with the Ministry of Social Affairs and Labour, held a Gurgian festival at Camp Doha headquarters, in which it was decorated by US tanks to welcome the children of Kuwait. I've talked to the acting commander of Camp Doha, Lieutenant Colonel Prosach, about the various activities of celebration of Gurgian. I came here to cover Gurgian and I was very surprised to see all the tanks around here. So why you have the tanks during Gurgian?
Well, I think this is a nice diversion. I went to a Gurgian the other night and all they had was a tent set up, so I think this was a good chance for the kids to see something different and to see some of the combat power that we have assembled here in the Gulf. So I think this was just a good change of pace for the children to come.
Those tanks were used during Gulf War, Desert Storm?
A lot of these tanks were used during the Gulf War. In fact, some of these tanks and some of these fighting pieces of equipment you see behind you are some of the most lethal combat power that presently is available in the Gulf.
So how do you feel by doing Gurgian here and you saw all the kids? So what is your point of view of that?
Oh, I think having the kids here is absolutely super. The Kuwait government does so much for us and supports us. They're a very gracious host that if we can return anything to the Kuwait government and support them in this way, I think it's just super. In fact, since that's such a success, we look forward to doing it again next year and maybe something in between.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Usually, the children in Kuwait are anxiously waiting for the night of mid-Ramadan, dubbed the night of Gurgian, in order to enjoy the collection of sweets and mixed nuts. Dr. Janela from the US Army has this to say. Dr. Janela, can you tell me your position by the US Armed Forces?
Yes, I'm here from my base in Germany running the health clinic for a few weeks.
So how's the health here in the Kuwait?
Very good, very good.
So what do you think of Gurgian?
It's beautiful. It's so nice to see all the children here and they're learning about the soldiers and the machines and celebrating. It's very nice.
Have you seen Gurgian before?
No, this is my first time.
Well, inshallah, you'll see it a lot here in Kuwait because Gurgian, traditionally, it's a good thing to go around Kuwait and see the sweet.
Inshallah, yes I will.
What's the name of the kid?
Her name is Fatima.
Do you speak English? Yes, no? Okay. Did you have Gurgian? Where is it? She took it?
No!
Don't take her Gurgian!
No.
Okay. The anthems sung by the girls were different from those sung by the boys. Girls usually do not mix with boys in collection of Gurgian. In Camp Doha, even the lady soldiers mix with the girls and celebrated Gurgian. The men soldiers also were so excited that even they danced with me. Sergeant Clark had this to say about the dance. Sergeant Clark, you seem like a good dancer. Where did you learn how to dance like this?
In the States.
Really? That's a Kuwaiti dance?
Well, we dance very good in the States.
Really? Okay, so what do you think of this special occasion that held here in Camp Doha of Gurgian?
I think it's very nice. I think it went very well. It made me very happy to be here. I really enjoyed it.
It reminds you anything of the States?
No, but in Germany it reminds me of a Volksfest.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't remind me of trick or treat?
Yeah, kind of. They're passing out the candy, kids having fun, yeah.
What is a word you want to pass for everybody in the state of Kuwait about this holy month of Ramadan?
Mubarak alaikum shahar.
That's good Arabic.
Thank you.
Alayna wa alayk. Thank you. Yalla. The girls wore bukhni, an embroidered transparent black dress over the gowns. The boys wore dishtasha and some of them, they had denim jeans. and a bag of collection for Girgian is hung by the boys around their necks. The children were amazed by the tanks. Even myself, I jumped over the tank and talked to Sergeant Graves about the tanks. Sergeant Graves, can you tell me a little bit, what's the name of this tank?
So it's called a Bradley.
And was it used during Gulf War?
Yes, it was.
You remember when?
Very effective. Desert Shield and Desert Storm.
Did you fight in Desert Storm?
Oh, not me. I was back in the home front, protecting America.
Well, what is the radius of this tank?
The radius?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to shoot somebody, how many miles? You need like
about a kilometer out. It's deadly, very deadly.
So what do you think of the kids around your tank tonight?
This is great. You know, the kids, sometimes some people don't get to see this. This is the first time they get to see Americans and see American vehicles. This is great. They need to do this more often.
And can you give those tanks as Girgian gifts to the kids?
Yeah, I can't give you a tank. I give you some candy though. I give you a free hat and a kin light.
Do you speak Arabic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, that's not. In the old days, due to the lack of good health education and medicine, a lot of kids have passed away. So the rhyme of Girgian, sung by the kids, is a supplication to God to protect the kids of the household from death. The family in return will give them some sweets and chocolates. I have met there from the Ministry of Interior, Sergeant Awad Al-Anizi, and some of the children who enjoyed Girgian. First Sergeant Awad Al-Anizi, can you tell me what is your task here in Camp Doha?
Yeah, my task here in Camp Doha is to translate from Arabic to English and the opposite, and to escort the U.S. forces in Kuwait wherever they go and ease the missions they need all over Kuwait.
And what do you think of this occasion? We're mixing American soldiers with Kuwaiti kids about Girgian.
Well, Girgian, as everybody knows, it's the one of the main courses of Ramadan, our holy Ramadan in Kuwait, and that shows to the people and to the public that the U.S. forces are there. They share the Kuwaitis their occasion and every single moment of Ramadan.
Why do you like Girgian?
I like Girgian because there's candy.
And you?
I like Girgian because
What is this? Show me. You can see the joy and happiness on the eyes of everybody in Camp Doha with Girgian celebration. But I hope that the U.S. troops will sing Girgian rhymes themselves next year, inshallah. I'd like to thank Camp Doha for celebrating Girgian, and the American troops would like to tell you this. Oh my God. Okay. We would like to thank Camp Doha for organizing this Girgian, and the American troops would like to tell you this. Please, next time, say Girgian, huh? Sit down, I gotta say. This is Ahmed Al-Baghsami reporting for KTV2. I have to mention my name, you know. Baby. Bye-bye.